on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A with Jordan. This is Derek's nephew. This Q&A, the purpose of this is to get questions from a younger lifter who is just starting off and to try to pass on some knowledge to let him know from our perspective better ideas of certain ways to do certain things and just go over some of the basics. So Jordan, if you would introduce yourself, let them know how old you are. And
I'm 16. I just started lifting like last summer. I just pretty much fell in love with it. So just gonna show you guys some questions I had when I first started lifting, and you guys can answer it.
Sweet. All right. First question.
All right. My first question is how to gain muscle the fastest way through diet and certain foods to eat and macros and stuff.
I mean, gaining weight in general really just comes down to being in a caloric surplus. So, I mean, some people can say, however you fit your foods in, as long as they're in a surplus. I personally think that you should stick to, more whole foods and sources from like the earth and animals, plants, fruit, things like that. But really, it just comes down to being, eating a lot, eating a fuck ton of food. So.
That's a good point. So he covered the fact you gotta eat a lot of food. So from there, I'll get a little more detail on it and just say, as far as your food goes, you can say eat a lot of food, but for the younger crowd, this is something I had to learn when I was first getting into it as well. I'm sure Derek did at the same time. You want to make sure these foods have nutritional values that are going to help your body.
Yeah.
So, like eating a whole bunch of pasta and stuff every day, that'll help you in some sense in a way, but at the same time, that's probably not the best option for you. So you want to eat a lot of high protein foods, a lot of high natural fats, and very dense complex carbs. That way your body can process it quicker and actually get the nutrients out of it that it needs. So, next question.
All right. So number 2, different training methods. Training hard, heavy, light, any of those things. What's the best?
So you're essentially asking what the best type of method is to start off. So basic for a beginning lifter, a lot of you, if you play sports, which a lot of younger kids do, even if you're older and you're just getting acclimated into the fitness industry and the weightlifting lifestyle, your compound movements are never going to leave you. So I know a lot of sports. When I played football and I played baseball, we were doing deadlifts, we were doing bench press, we were doing squat, we were doing bench press. All of your compound movements, that is your concrete, statured workout. If you would say for any type of lifting, those movements are going to be in there, and then you have your accessory work. So you're formal in those, proper lifting with that, those will always be there. And then Derek, I'll let you get more into the detailed types of lifting as far as people's personalities and how they like to train.
Yeah, so when people come to me and they're trying to get in the gym, they want to ask me, what's a good program or something that I should start out with. I always recommend, and I know a lot of other people always recommend this too, is to start with the strong lifts 5x5. So just a very basic program like that, which it focuses on 3 compound movements like Steven said, and then it has a few accessory style stuff here and there. But the basis of that is just to get you familiar with those compound movements, to get you familiar with the linear progression and progressive overload principles, and just to kind of get you familiar, just get you in the gym, focused on those. I think that's a really good way to train for beginners. And then once you kind of graduate from that program, you can kind of get into more advanced program, more intermediate or advanced programs such as a PPL or a triathlon, like a bro split, things like that. But that all comes sort of with doing your own research after a basic program like that on what you want to do.
All right, so number 3, injury prevention. How important warming up is before and after, stretching after a workout?
I think we let Steven start with that, saying he's
all right.
fresh off
So
injury.
this topic is very very popular in my life right now. So stretching and accessory work, as far as we'll just say, for instance, like your rotator cuff, things like that. All of your assisting muscle groups that aren't your major muscle groups, as far as your biceps, your triceps, all that good stuff, they are very, very, very important to work. I just came off of an 8-week injury from a shoulder issue that I had, and what it came down to was the fact that I had very, very weak rotator cuffs, and my heavy lifting on my muscle groups as far as any type of chest workout, with the shoulder being and alternate muscle, and then my primary or my shoulder being the primary group that I was hitting regardless, it was causing me a lot of pain, and it came to the point to where if I would have kept pushing it without going through the physical therapy, it would have led to surgery, which would have, long term put me out, and I would have had to go back through it. So stretching and accessory work is very, very important. And then if you want to, you cover the whole warm-up situation.
Yeah, so some sort of like kind of 5 to 10 minute cardiovascular warm up just to get the blood moving, your body awake a little bit, and then an actual focused warm up based on what muscles you're going to train. I think recovery is extremely important too. That's almost as important as warming up. So your stretching, your mobility work, such as like foam rolling, like I said, various stretching.
So I think bottom line with this, you need to stretch, you need to warm up. If not, long term, it will cause injuries.
Yes.
And it will just be as simple, well, if I'd have taken 5-10 minutes to do this, maybe I would have prevented this. So.
Yeah, like listen to your body. If you feel cracking or any kind of discomfort in your shoulder or whatever, just start doing mobility stuff, and helped me a lot the past week to do mobility.
Yeah, but I think you learned that from me from all my injuries. So
it's the biggest thing to do if you're just starting with mobility, and make sure you're doing that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so next is supplements to take and to look out for, and how important eating is compared to that.
So supplementation compared to eating.
Yeah.
So when I was in high school, when I first started lifting, I was drinking like 4 or 5 protein shakes a day and eating like 3 meals maybe.
Yeah.
That's not the way to go. It's not, guys. It's easy, and that's why I did it, but it costs just as much money to go buy 3 or 4 tubs of protein with as much as you're consuming as it would be just to go buy the whole 99%, fat-free chicken breast, whatever. That's going to have way more nutrients in it. It's not going to have all the chemicals. It's not going to be processed. It's essentially just healthier for your body. It's not going to stop you up. Your digestive tract will be fine. So as far as supplementation and eating, I'll say eating is so much more important. It takes longer to cook the food, but in turn, your body will react to that better than the supplements will. And then if you just want to cover some of the basic supplements to start with.
So supplements, they're called supplements because they're supposed to supplement your already existing diet. So clearly they're not as important as your diet is. So another common misconception is a lot of people think that certain supplements are just gonna, like a mass gainer, they take a mass gainer for 3 weeks and they're gonna put on 10 pounds of lean muscle. It doesn't work that way. Really, the only supplements that, like for a beginner, that I recommend to people is just like just a normal tub of like whey protein, or from a reputable source. Possibly pre-workout. I know a lot of people who don't like to take pre-workout, especially beginners, but some people like me who think I just need it just every workout. So maybe pre-workout. BCAAs if you're not getting enough protein intake from your regular diet, but they're pretty much kind of useless if you're already getting a high protein diet. And then creatine, definitely I would recommend creatine. It aids in increased power output in the gym, which can lead to kind of pushing out those last few reps, which can attribute to muscle gain. I'm not saying it directly attributes to muscle gain, but it can help.
Alright, so lastly we have the main lifts to gain muscle and strength. The most important lifts you need to emphasize in the gym. So
definitely your compounds.
I'm about to say it goes right back to your compound moves that we mentioned. This is going to be your squat, your deadlift, and your bench press.
Yeah.
Like those 3 movements. There's different variations, obviously, so if you want to get more detailed into it, you'll have your incline, you'll have your decline for bench press, you'll have all your rack pulls and stuff, which is another version of a deadlift. It's just half the movement to practice on certain areas.
Yeah, so the variations of your compound are going to attribute to, if you're trying to train for strength, your compound variations are going to directly attribute to your the strength in your actual compounds. So front squats are a great supplement to normal squats, to back squats. Rack pulls or sumo deadlifts or what's the other whatever. But those are great variations to your deadlift, incline bench press, decline bench press. Those are going to help you more along than a machine would with your bench press.
Yeah, your machine's more of a definition type thing, a sculpting type action because it has the constant tension.
You always want to start your workouts. You want the majority of your workouts, and definitely the start of your workouts, want to be with the barbell and dumbbell style stuff. The machines you should save for last, just because you're gonna get a whole lot more recruitment of the muscle, and just overall better overall.
Yeah. So it comes back to your compounds. Bottom line, if you can do your compounds the proper way and do them consistently, then you will put on muscle and size regardless of what your overall goal is, because those 3 compound movements are so important in the fitness industry. So, is that your last question?
That's all. Yeah, that's all.
Cool. All right.
And main thing for me was trust the process. Just don't rush it. Don't think you're gonna get the results you want in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wait. It'll take years, months, whatever. So
Very true.
if you put in the work, you'll see results.
Yeah. True that.
And yeah.
Yep. So thank you guys for watching. Like Jordan said, you have to trust the process. I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years now. Derek's been doing it for 4 or 5 years now. Jordan's 16.
Yeah.
Neither one of us were lifting at 16, so he's going to have some time on us by the time he gets to our age.
Mm-hmm.
So you can start whenever you want. If you're just now getting into it and you're older, that's fine. Don't be afraid of people judging you. Everybody judges each other. But honestly, in the gym, if you really find somebody or just even speak to somebody for a couple minutes, you'll find out that most people in the gym are not your typical gym douchebags. They are willing to help you, and they could possibly provide you with some knowledge. From what I've learned in the gym is actually a pretty friendly place as long as you don't come off the wrong way to people. So I hope this video is beneficial to you guys. If you are younger, take this video to heart. If you can think of anything else, comment below and let us know, and we will get to you on that. And I hope you guys just have a great weekend, and let's get to it. So thank you guys for watching.
Peace.